Hello everyone and welcome back. Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I am so excited to share with you guys 10 DIY Dollar Tree summer decor crafts. Also, thank you all so much. We've reached 300,000 subscribers on this YouTube channel and I just want to hug all of your hearts so tight. Thank you all for loving my love of crafting and decorating on a budget. I have a small little home and I always just do my best to create fun seasonal decor to share with you guys. So I am just so honored and blessed to have you all here. So I love y'all. It's actually going to be graduation weekend for my niece, so I'm going to be heading to that tonight. In fact, I've got to go grab my daughter in a couple of minutes here, but I wanted to share with you guys some fun little Dollar Tree crafts you guys might get inspired to do. I can't wait to come back next week. We're going to start some new crafts, but without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting.
For the first Dollar Tree DIY, I want to take these Valentine's Day love signs. I had picked up a couple of extra of them during Valentine's Day, and I just popped the little tin hearts off. And now I'm going to take this Kilns chalk paint, and I'm just going to go ahead and chalk paint the front of the love sign. I want to end up connecting both of them to make a larger sign. Now, I will tell you that it did take about 3 coats of paint, and I waited about 30 to 45 minutes between each coat. Once I had my sign painted white, I decided to hot glue some popsicle sticks to the back to actually connect the 2 pieces to make it the larger sign. Now I'm just going to take these 2 Dollar Tree frames. They're a really pretty scrolly frame, and they originally came with mirrors in them, but I popped the mirrors out and I'm using some of my family photos to put into the frames. I want to create kind of a really cool, more modern farmhouse look with this. I know I've been seeing that pops of black are kind of an accent trend right now, so to get on trend I decided to use some black frames in with my decor. And once I had them popped in here, all I did was just go ahead and add some hot glue to each corner, a big pretty generous dollop, and then I popped it onto the front of this sign. Now I may end up taking this sign apart, but if I was going to leave it put together, I would probably add some E6000. That way the photo frames didn't have a chance to move around. But again, I'll probably change the pictures out so they'll be really easy to kind of just pop off if I change my mind on what pictures we're going to be displaying, or if I want to do a different DIY with this painted white board. But for now, it's perfect for my mantle. So I just added it to my mantle, and then I added this beautiful lemon decor, and I'm going to share with you guys how I created this fun, fresh lemon mantle in this video. And actually, my son's girlfriend and my daughter helped me kind of create some of it too. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to create a really cute little throw pillow using this Dollar Tree. It's just like a kitchen towel. That's what I'm trying to say. This is going to be a no-sew kitchen towel pillow. So I had some extra white fabric, and I just flipped my kitchen towel over on top of the white fabric, and then I'm going to hot glue each seam so you guys can see that I'm just hot gluing each seam. Now this is going to be a throw pillow, so it's just going to sit out as more of a decor piece. I'm not worried about trying to wash it. I have washed hot glue though, no problem. You just wash with cold water. So anyway, I'm just hot gluing all the edges of the pillow using my little hot glue gun, and then I'm going to stuff the pillow. Now make sure that when you're creating these no-sew throw pillows that you face the fabric inside that you want to eventually have facing outside, because you're going to take it and you're going to turn it inside out. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Now I'm just going to trim off the excess fabric. The white fabric was stretchy, and so I gave just a little bit of edging on the ends in case the fabric wanted to move around on me. Now, normally when I do these no-sew pillows, I do just go ahead and leave that end open. It makes it a little bit easier to close up, but I got busy here and just kind of forgot. I'm going to go ahead and stuff it with some pillow stuffing that I had left over from another decorative throw pillow. And then see, I kind of left this end open here. I'm going to begin to close it up by just folding each end under and then hot gluing the seams together. This is probably the trickiest part. Again, you want to do this on the shortest end. I wasn't paying attention. I left the longest end to have to hot glue, so I made a little bit too much work for myself here. But this part, you just have to go kind of really slow, pinch those ends together and be very patient and try not to burn yourself.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can feel the sun on my skin.
Now here is what my pillow looked like after I got done with a little hot gluing. I did get this tea towel at Dollar Tree, but use whatever pretty fabrics that you have on hand, or little tea towels, or just anything that is going to brighten your day. So here is popped in also with the little lemon decor. How fun and fabulous, and it just really brought a smile to all of our faces just to have this sunshiny lemon happiness, I guess is what you would call it. Just a dab of happiness in our day. I am hoping to get some yellow and white buffalo check plaid pillows, but we'll have to save that one for a rainy day. Right now, I'm just going to be content with using what I have. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to take these Dollar Tree lemons, and I have this little stem. It's actually one of the Dollar Tree cotton stems, but you can take the lemons and you can just remove the bottoms and hot glue the bottom of the lemon and then pop them on to the branch of your stem. So Pier 1 Imports sells these and they're super expensive. I'm not quite for sure why, but they are. And if you guys don't have any lemons on hand, don't go out and buy them. You can order these off Amazon. I'll link some in my Amazon store for you guys to go check out down in the description box below, or you can just type in Amazon, or maybe even Walmart, I think, carries decorative lemons. So now I'm just going to take a little Dollar Tree greenery garland and I'm going to attach it to the bottom, and I'm just going to wind it in and around the lemon. And I actually showed this DIY to you guys a couple of months back, so if you already have this on hand, this is that little lemon branch that we created, and I'm just going to use this in my garland. So you don't necessarily really have to make this branch, but I just wanted to share it with you guys in case you did have some fake fruit. You could also use apples or whatever goodies you guys have on hand that you may want to decorate with. I did end up adding one more Dollar Tree greenery garland. I picked these greenery garlands up last season, I believe, but they're a little bit sparse, so that's why I went ahead and just added two. So to create this beautiful mantle garland, I went ahead and used a garland of greenery that I found at Michael's. It was a couple of months back at the beginning of the spring season, and then I'm just going to pop my little lemon decor piece into the front of this. You guys know me, I do like to get pretty creative with my florals, so I continued to add in some more lemons. I had created two of those lemon branches, and then I had some of this lime green greenery that I went ahead and popped into it just to kind of offset the darker greenery and kind of lighten things up. Again, I'm using everything that I already have on hand, and if you need greenery, Amazon definitely has some really great deals on greenery. So here it is after I popped in the lime green greenery and then the little greenery cascading down the side. It really made my heart sparkle and shine, and I hope it's bringing a ray of sunshine to your face as well in your day. So here it is. Oh my goodness. I think it's really cute with the little sign that I made with the kiddos pictures and all of that goodies mixed in with the gray and white and the lemons.
Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. alive as any, to see the horizon in the far. Excuses were 2 for a penny, but they've all gone out the window of this car. And when I feel the wind on my face, all that ever was is a wreck. Today and not tomorrow, there's no time to borrow. Today, well, something's gotta give. Today is a good day. Today and not tomorrow.
So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm just taking this Dollar Tree margarita glass and I had flipped it over, and I'm adding some E6000 glue and some hot glue, and then popping my little Dollar Tree vase onto the top of that. The next thing I wanted to do was take some Kilns paint and chalk paint the glass. So I'm just sharing this one with you guys again so you kind of know how to put this vase together. If you don't have the margarita glass, you could use a candlestick or kind of anything you might have on hand that you could top a vase with. Get really creative and just have fun with it. So now I'm going to take and create a floral in this. I just popped some floral foam down into this, and I'm going to go ahead and create more of a French farmhouse floral. So I'm using some of this greenery. I had picked this up a while back at Walmart. I believe it was about $3 a bundle, or maybe it was $3 on one stem. I can't really remember, but I'm taking 2 of those stems and I'm popping them into either side of my little vase. So usually when I create a floral arrangement, I really want to use my greenery first. Now Walmart also carries this long stem of lavender, and I had found this a while back as well, but I'm just going to go ahead and pop that into the center part of the vase and really use whatever florals you have on hand. Walmart also carries some of this 99-cent lavender, which is really nice. So I'm just going to add this in to the bottom part of this. Now this was a little bit long on the stem. I wasn't quite for sure about it, but it's going to make a statement. It's going to be more of a statement piece in my entryway. So I went ahead and went kind of big and over the top, but more subtle with my colors, if that makes sense. So just keep playing with your florals. I did have to play with this one quite a bit to get it exactly where I wanted, and it was a little bit of trial and error. I popped some more of the lavender in the back, and I believe I might have said that this was lilac earlier. It was lavender. So anyway, and then I just added in some of that lamb's ear. Walmart has a great deal on lamb's ear. When you guys get to go back out, check that out. Again, I had bought all of this at the beginning of the season. So I'm also adding in some Dollar Tree cotton stems. I ended up taking those out, but once I rewatched the video, I kind of liked how they looked. It mixed that white in, so I may go back in and pop those in. But here it is, and you guys can see it's kind of a little bit large and wild, but it makes more of a statement piece at this entryway table. Comment and let me know what you guys think. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to do a no-sew pillow, and I'm going to cover this older white pillow that I had. I'm just going to use this Dollar Tree baby blanket. So I measured this one to create this, and I just went ahead and used the same technique using the hot glue and just hot gluing the entire pillow all the way around until I got to the end. And then this was just more of a pillow covering. Instead of stuffing this, I'm just covering an old pillow. So I hope that gives you guys some ideas and some hopes for covering one of your old pillows.
I would be up waiting for you if you had to leave. I would wait a lifetime if you were at sea. I just wanna say that I feel that our love is real. Maybe we should hurry up and seal the deal. Oh, oh.
And then once you get to the end, you can just go ahead and pinch those seams together. And again, this is probably the most tedious part, is getting those seams together, but you can just kind of pinch them together and then roll them in. And you want to work kind of slowly in small segments. I know I've gotten impatient before and done a little bit too much and then got a little bit irritated with it, but it comes out fairly nice, and they are nice and soft, really, with those Dollar Tree baby blankets. The seam on the edge of the glue can be a little bit, tough, but it's usually only on that one side that you have to kind of pinch together. So I think they come out really fun. And again, it's a great way really to change up your decor without breaking the bank and without actually spending any money when you already have all of that on hand. So the other thing I wanted to share with you guys was how to make a cute little tassel for your little Dollar Tree pillow. So you can take some of the Dollar Tree fabric that you had left over, fold it over on itself several times, and then just cut that fabric into strips. And this is going to create a tassel kind of like in that pillow that I shared with you guys. It was also from the Pier 1 website where they had fringe kind of coming down it. Well, we're not exactly going to make the fringe, but I thought tassels might be super cute. So go ahead and cut your little strips here, and then you can just cut a piece of Dollar Tree twine or whatever, ribbon or goodies that you have on hand. You can just tie that off, and then you can even take your twine and roll it on your fingers to make a bit more of a tassel, which is kind of what I did. Kind of wanted to go for more of that like anthropology look, I guess. And then I went ahead and put that to the center of this and tied that on. It almost made like a little tassel rosette. And then if you want to make it even more tassel-y, you can go ahead and trim those edges apart, and that's going to kind of fray it out. So I just double knotted it here, and then you can take your scissors and just pop in, see where that little end is, and then just trim those apart, and you have your cute little tassel. So this was so fun, and this is a great project actually that you could do with kiddos. You could even make little Christmas ornaments like this. And to finish it off, I did just tie one of the little loops on to the center of that. Super easy and not hard at all. So make sure also that your scissors are fairly sharp so you can get a good easy cut on your fabric.
Cause a love like this is rare, and I wanna take you there. I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes.
Now to put these tassels on, I did use kind of a thick piece of string, and I just went in with a needle and I just knitted them on. That way they stayed on really nice and fluffy, and oh so perfect for this fun little throw pillow. Again, these pillows are kind of just more fun decorative throw pillows. I usually just spot clean them. I use them for about a season, and then I'll redo them with some different fabrics. So not a whole lot of worry on whether or not you need to really wash them. Unless you're going to be using them, then you'd probably want to sew them and add maybe a button or some type of Velcro or whatnot. And I hope that helps with all of this, and I hope you guys are really enjoying these DIYs and just having some inspiration for looking forward to the future. For this first DIY, I'm really excited to share it with you. I'm going to make a home sweet home sign using one of these little Dollar Tree mini signs, and I'm just taking some of this buffalo check plaid paper and I'm going to cut it out to cover that top part. Now the top part was really cute, but I'm going to be putting this by my coffee station, and black and white is the theme for this. And so I'm just going to take some waterproof Mod Podge, and you can find that at Walmart, and I'm going to add a layer to this top part, and then I'm just going to add this buffalo check plaid on top of that. And then I did end up adding one more layer on top of the little buffalo check to kind of seal it in. You can always trim off your excess. Really, you can choose any pattern that you love. Go to Hobby Lobby. They have wonderful paper for $1/4. Now I'm going to take some of these Dollar Tree canvases, and you just want to remove the canvas. And I didn't even worry about sanding it or even taking the staples out because you're not going to see that part. The next thing I wanted to do was to glue the canvases together. What I want to make is a little photo display to sit next to my coffee stand. I was talking with Mr. Romantic last night, and we were reminiscing about our wedding, and it seems like we just don't have enough of our wedding pictures up, so I wanted to create this for our wedding pictures. And it's been a long time since we got married, but it's fun to look back on all of those sweet moments. So then I just glued those home sweet home sign now to the top of this, and it's kind of creating like a little faux window arch. You guys can see it started raining on me there for a minute, and I'm just taking some of the Dollar Tree mini clothespins, and I'm going to glue those to the top. That way I can change out the pictures on my little photo display here. And so I have been really enjoying crafting out on my patio. And I apologize if my head is in this shot a couple of times here, but finding new camera angles here that you guys could see everything was a little bit tricky, but I will get the hang of crafting and decorating on my porch, and I hope you guys are loving it. So I just added again those 4 little mini paper clips, and then I added some of my family photos, and I chose these special moments from my wedding, and it just really made my heart sparkle and shine. And Mr. Romantic was he smiled when he got home because he remembered our conversation and what we had talked about and all the funny moments that happened in our wedding and whatnot. So here is how it turned out, and you guys could also create one of these for a real bridal engagement announcement or for a baby shower. Now I've seen other people take and remove the acetone on that sign, so that is something that's an option as well. You guys can just use some fingernail polish remover, remove the home sweet home part, and customize it to whatever event that you're planning. But I'm loving this. Here it is popped into my coffee station, and again another idea for a bride.
We were meant to be.
So for this Dollar Tree DIY, I have to share with you how to create an outdoor or indoor pillow for that matter using those Dollar Tree bath mats. And I did see this idea originally on Glue Guns and Roses. You guys have to go check her out. She has the most amazing channel, and Megan is just so funny. Okay, so for my rendition of this, I'm going to take 2 of these Dollar Tree bath mats, and I actually thought that the little pattern on the front was pretty cute, but I'm going to end up insiding this out. So I'm just using hot glue. Listen, if you guys have a sewing machine, totally sew this, or you could even hand stitch this, but I love to get things done fast and quick, and so I'm just using this hot glue. And trust me when I tell you that I have washed my pillows that I have hot glued together. I've washed so many things. I've even hot glued clothing pieces before and washed them. I use a high temp glue, and I generally wash most of my things on cold, and so there you have that. But you want to glue all 3 sides together, the 2 long sides and then the shorter side, and then you can leave the end to push your stuffing into. And I just used an old pillow. You can use polyfill. You could even use some Walmart bags. That's another thing a lot of you all say that you use for some of your outdoor pillows. So I'm going to stuff this with some of that old pillow stuffing, and I got it pretty nice and stuffed, but then you want to leave just a little bit at the end that's not stuffed so you can tuck those edges under. So now you can see I'm tucking the edge under. This part right here is probably the most tricky part, but it's doable. You just need to go in little small sections. So you're going to tuck both those edges under and glue. And again, you guys can totally sew this if you have the patience for it and you have the means to do it. I wanted to get this done quick, so here you go. Now, the next part of this DIY, I'm going to share with you how to make a tassel with some of the Dollar Tree soft nautical rope. So it just pulls apart into 3 sections. So you want to pull those 3 sections apart, and then you can begin to play with it as a tassel. So what I did for mine was I took a comb, and this is just one of those Dollar Tree combs. I've also seen people use like a bristle brush to try to make things more tassel-y, so that's an idea as well. So now I'm just going to cut another section and make a little bit larger tassel, really as many sections as you want to create whatever size tassel that you love. Again, I'm going to give a little bit of a brush, and then once I'm satisfied with that and that it's all looking really boho chic tassel-y, then I'm going to attach it to my pillow. So really the sky is the limit on how you want to decorate your pillow, but I think this is such a fun idea for an outdoor pillow. If you guys look on the Pottery Barn website, they are so expensive, this boho kind of chic, like coastal look, and this is perfect for your summer beach vibes. I even thought about using my new Cricut Joy and, customizing it with some fun little lettering. The next thing I wanted to do was add some beads to my tassel, and then I just attached that. And here is the final product. Oh my goodness, so fun and fabulous on a total budget.
And think about us, I can see the person I know I should be. 'Cause honestly, I don't have no time to waste. I'm trying to come back to you, because now I see we were meant to be. See ya, 'cause I'm afraid that I'll end up here alone. Hope you'll understand how much I need ya. Take me back to when we were kids and didn't care if we were acting stupid, 'cause all we had was us.
For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with y'all how to make a super in style Dollar Tree wall hanging. So from the Dollar Tree, I grabbed a bamboo tiki torch and just detached the top part of the tiki torch. And then I detached one of the Dollar Tree mop heads, and I only ended up needing one. And then I'm taking the string from the mop head and I'm going to wrap it around the middle part of this tiki torch. Now you're going to cut some of these strands in half. So here's how you make this knot. With half the strand, or it cut in half, you're just going to gently fold it in half and lay it underneath that first long string. And then you take the second one and you just fold that in half as well. And then you're going to take and push that second string through the little loop that's in the first string, and then take the end of the first string and push it through the other loop. Now watch my hands, you guys. This is actually really easy. I promise you, you can totally do this. Watch my hands, rewind the video if you need to. But I was so excited to figure this out, and check out how adorable this knot is. So we're going to make it look like a feather is how it is supposed to come out looking. And I'm just going to gently pull my little strings together and push it up. And you guys can do this with your kiddos, with your grandkids. Seriously, this is such a fun craft. And my daughter, who is a teen, saw it and thought it was amazing. So I know that it's in style and just fun and really kind of boho chic. Okay, now we're just going to continue that same process. So you fold one loop in half, the other loop in half, and then just tuck the loops inside of each other, and that's going to make your knot. So I hope that you guys can see what I'm doing and that these instructions are good. And I'm going to show, this same process over and over. So I hope that you guys can kind of understand this. I was so nervous, honestly, when I tried this, because I didn't think I was going to be able to figure it out, but I figured it out. So I was super stoked. Here is a little bit more of a close up. And again, you're only going to use 3 long strings of the mop, and all of the rest of the parts of the mop strings you're going to cut in half. Okay, so continue on with that. Now this part is a little bit tedious, tying these loops, but pop a little show on, put on some fun music, have somebody help you, and kick back and make a really in style wall hanging. This is a great way to try this out. Now think about this. You guys could really even customize this to suit your colors. I'm going to make 3 of these, so there's going to look like there's kind of 3 hanging feather looks. And then you're going to take a comb, or you can take one of those wire brushes from Dollar Tree that you would clean a grill with, and you just want to kind of pull those strands out. So it's going to give it kind of like a little bit more of a feathered look, or a little bit more boho chic, I guess is what you say. And the comb is going to fill up with some of the cotton strands from the mop. That's how it should be. And you can just pull that out and then keep on brushing and have fun with it. Get creative. Use whatever colors you love. Use whatever kind of stick you love. You could also just use a stick, from your garden. This is going to go out on my patio above my welcome sign. Now you can take some hair trimming scissors, and I just picked these up at Walmart. I use them to cut my hair. You need kind of some sharper scissors to do this part, and you're just going to cut it into the shape of a feather. And again, here's my other 3 strings, and I'm just cutting my little mop strings apart to make my little feather part. So again, just make those loops and then loop them together, and you guys can go for it. Now, I thought that it might be quicker to brush them out as I went, but then I decided just to create my little feather, give it a good brushing and then trimming, and then there you guys have that. And then you can also choose whatever kind of string you want to use to hang your hanger. So I had this really pretty chenille yarn that I bought at Dollar Tree, and originally I thought I was going to use that, but I did end up changing to like more of like an outside burlap string. I'm really not for sure which one I like the best. I've looked at both of them, and I think they both look really super cool. So here is how it looks once I got all my feathers created, and here is what I'm showing you. You guys can just take some string or yarn. This was just chenille yarn from Dollar Tree, and I'm just winding it around the ends of that, and then you can make your hanger. And again, I did change to that little burlap piece, but check it out. I think it looks really neat. It looks very boho chic and very outdoor friendly as well. You can spray it with some Scotch Guard to make it even more weatherproof. For this next Dollar Tree DIY, I wanted to share with you all an idea for how to create some coasters using Dollar Tree coasters, or I used some wood pieces that we had left over from building the little railing on our deck, and I'm just going to hot glue those little wood pieces together. I actually wanted to use my Dollar Tree coasters, but my craft room is a bit of a mess, and so I couldn't find them. It's almost time for a craft clean out very soon, you guys. And so I'm just going to take some of the Dollar Tree cork board, and I just traced out the shape of my little coasters, and then I'm going to cut the cork board to fit the size of the coaster. And I wanted to make them super extra strong. I'm going to use these out on my patio underneath my covered porch. So I'm just using hot glue. You could also use E6000 glue if you live in a really hot climate, but I wanted to make sure that the cork part really stayed on there, and that cork part should help absorb water that is going to drip from a nice cool drink. So I'm doing another one that's exactly the same as that first one, and really, again, you guys get so creative with this one. Dollar Tree carries coasters, so you guys could easily do a coaster that's customized however you want. But I wanted to reuse these little wood pieces, and I think it would even be fun to stain or to do something with the wood pieces, maybe paint them and seal them, but I was kind of just going for it. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you guys, I did do like a little geometric design on these, and I did use some of the Dollar Tree paint markers. However, I do not encourage you all to use these. Use some permanent markers for this part, because when I put my drink on there, it did kind of rub off a little bit, so I'm going to have to redo these and use a permanent marker. Or I also probably could have sealed this with some waterproof Mod Podge. That's also an idea, because it didn't ruin it, but it did bleed just a tiny bit after having my cold drink on it. I did want to test it out for you guys so I could let you know if the Dollar Tree paint pens worked. Don't use these. I would suggest using like a Sharpie marker, or again, just maybe you could use this and seal it with some Mod Podge. So that's just a little tip, from me to you. I wanted to let you all know that just in case. But I created these using a cool like little geometric design, and I thought they looked really fabulous popped in here with my little setup. I've got some Dollar Tree succulents and those little Dollar Tree lemon glasses, a little nice flickering flameless candle. I love these, you guys. They're battery operated on a timer. I'm going to link some in my Amazon store for you guys. Have to check them out. You can get like a 3-pack for $11, I think. And then that little cute French country pot that we had made in another DIY, and that tray is from Dollar General. Great deal on that as well. So happy crafting with this one. Oh my goodness, you guys, I don't know, I'm just having so much fun crafting for summer and spring. Now the next DIY, I want to share with you how I'm going to style my little 3-tier tray. I created this using Dollar Tree supplies. Go check that video out. But I'm going to use some of this lamb's ear and then one of these "But First Coffee" signs. I picked this up at Dollar General. And then I'm just showing you some different ideas. I've got my Dollar Tree prayer cards. I love these. I share a prayer card with you guys every morning on Instagram, so I hope you all are enjoying that. I'm sharing with you different ideas. You could use a little mini house. You could use some muffins. You could use lemons. I'm trying to make something kind of short here so I don't completely cover up my prayer card, because after I'm done reading it, I do like to keep it out. That way when I'm doing dishes or whatnot, I can just look over it through my day. I'm popping some more lamb's ear in here. This cord back here drives me absolutely bonkers. So anything that you guys have that's an idea, I usually just kind of try to lightly cover it with like a little sign that stands up kind of against my tray. Now I'm adding a little gingham yellow napkin. This was just left over from Easter. And then my coffee creamer I'm going to have popped in over here. These are some of my little Mackenzie Childs mugs, a gift from Mr. Romantic. He found these on last year's Mackenzie Childs barn sale, which somebody had let me know that there's going to be another barn sale going on. And you guys need to shop their barn sales because everything pretty much is half off. Not everything, but a good amount of things. Like all of these goodies were half off. So anyway, it's definitely the time to buy because their stuff is so high end and pricey. So if you're going to do a little bit of a splurge, you definitely want to get those better prices. And this little Dollar Tree, when life gives you lemons, make something sweet. I love that. I used that last year as well. And it's just such a great mantra. I feel like, you can always turn something that's a lemon into something sweet. Oh, and these little faux muffins are amazing. They have little tiny magnets inside, so they actually like clip together really well. You can't see them, but it's a fun little feature that I didn't really realize until I was playing with them. But they're foam muffins and they look so realistic. Now I decided to take my little coffee sign and hang it on this hook underneath my little coffee area. You can kind of see it a little bit better, and then I also feel like it covers up those ugly cords. So anyway, comment down below and let me know if you guys have any ideas for that coffee sign. And I just want to thank you all so much for being here. It's a true blessing and honor to have so many of you guys here and commenting and crafting and decorating. And I just love y'all so much. Okay, so my secret question for this video is I'm going to do a candle giveaway on Saturday. So comment down below and let me know, how are you decorating for summer? Do you use watermelon, lemons, greenery, black and white check? How do you guys go for your summer decor? I would love to know. I love to add pops of color with the lemons and sunflowers, and I do quite a bit of black and white check kind of in my kitchen just to give it a bit of a neutral vibe. But I'm really excited for the upcoming.
So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. I am a firm believer that y'all don't have to break the bank to have a fabulous, amazing home and amazing self even. Check out this cute little fun thrift store polo shirt I got. I just starched it up to make it look a little bit more fun. In fact, I need to kind of cuff my sleeves. It's actually 90 degrees out right now, so I'm gonna have to be pumping the air in my car. I'm gonna be heading to go pick up my daughter. It's actually graduation weekend, and my precious niece is graduating tonight. And praying that it doesn't rain, you guys, because if it rains, it's going to be moved inside and there's not going to be enough tickets for all the family members to go. So I have family members coming up to stay with me, and regardless, we're going to celebrate her. I think graduating from high school is just such a big honor and all of that fun stuff. Oh, and I wanted to share with you guys too this cute little tank top from Walmart. They have them for $2.88, at least at my Walmart. Grab the Walmart tank tops, you guys. They're like little thin, sorry, I don't mean to be showing you my straps, but they're just little thin strap tank tops, but they're super soft for a couple of bucks. I usually grab a couple of them and I wear them all seasons. I always like to have, you know, a covering or something underneath things. So that's just my little budget friendly fashion tip. In fact, I had somebody tell me I need to do some more like fun little budget fashion-y things. I used to always share with you guys an outfit of the day. I get kind of nervous to do that. I don't feel like I'm really a fashion girl. But anyway, thank you guys so much for 300,000 subscribers. I love y'all so much. Listen, if you are on this platform, remember to use your voice for good. Always leave kind comments on your friends and family Facebook post, Instagram post. You never know what somebody's going through, and you can bless somebody else with your kindness. And remember too, when you come to my channel and also my Facebook page, I have Olivia's Romantic Home Facebook page. It is a page of positivity. I have a free group page for you guys to join to post photos of your home decor and DIY projects and to uplift and support one another over there. So I feel like we can all make this world a little bit of a nicer, safer, wonderful place just by staying positive when we go online. So hey, if you're having a bad day, don't jump on your Facebook page and like leave, you know, rude comments for people, because you just don't know what somebody's going through. And it's so prevalent this day and age for us all to be on social media, and I think it can be a really great way to bring people together. But I'm just a huge proponent on just being kind. So thank you guys. I can't wait for this summer season of decorating. We've got 4th of July crafts coming up, beach crafts, and then we're going to start moving into fall eventually towards the end of the summer. I'm trying to work on some new decor for my home, so I've been doing a lot of decluttering and organizing. I may share some of that with you guys. But hey, wish me happy graduation today. I'm off to go have some festivities and fun and watch my sweet niece graduate. Hopefully, if it doesn't thunderstorm, praying it does not. If y'all need prayer, drop a prayer request down below. Thank you guys for being here. You are just amazing, and thank you for accepting me as who I am. Because I think that that's another blessing, is just accept others for who they are, with all of my flaws and all of my blessings that I am able to give to you guys. So I hope you guys be yourselves and give yourselves grace. And no matter what you're going through, hey, I've gone through a lot in this last year, but I'm going to tell you what, you guys keep going. You keep putting one foot in front of the other. You can do it. I promise you. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. I'm wishing you a gorgeous, fabulous, blessed day. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.
That I love you.